If you're just starting out with Unreal Engine, this devlog might save you a ton of frustration, so stay with me. Today I'm giving you a behind-the-scenes look at how I'm building my new game, Speedball. It's a colorful platformer starring a yellow ball based on Curse by Pixel Helmet. I'll walk you through how I got started, what gave me a hard time, and what I pick up along the way. There's gonna be a bit about blueprints, bugs, and all the figuring out that comes with learning something new. Let's dive into. Getting started, the course and Super Grid pack. First, I checked the demo level for the Super Grid asset pack. That's a free set of prototyping blocks that helps you quickly build test levels. I know now you can do it with modeling, but when I started, I didn't know. Also, it comes with a bunch of assets you don't have otherwise, so it's worth the time. To be honest, I should have spent more time with it. I definitely didn't use it to the full potential. I just jumped into the Pixel Helmet course. I started with Speedball, where you control a yellow ball that travels through portals and collects stars. The game is a bit tricky, but mostly chill and satisfying. Collecting points feels good. I'm not level design expert yet, so I went for something abstract. A world full of colors: purples, blues, yellows, reds. I've started building the first level following the course, and quickly realized it's hard to build without knowing what mechanics you'll have. I wasn't sure what obstacles to include, what the ball would actually be able to do, and what features were coming later. So I made a simple, temporary level just to keep up with the course, not to make something polished. Still, I wanted to reflect my style at least a bit. Played around with the lighting to give it some early mood, just like the course showed. Then we moved to the blueprints. At the start of the course, we dove into some heavy theory. Lots of variable types to learn. It was a bit much at times, but honestly I liked it. This is the first time I'm approaching a project this intentionally. I started building the blueprint for my main character, the ball. I added a camera, meshes, and a spring arm, all from scratch. First time I'm starting a project this consciously. When I got to the player controller part, I realized the course was outdated. Epic had changed the input system recently, so I couldn't use what the course showed. I reached out to the course creator on Discord. I also opened up my old project, Jumpfar, to see how I had handled things there. That was a cool moment, realizing I've built all of that from scratch before. Drop a comment if you ever had trouble getting character movement to work in Unreal. Biggest issue so far? The ball just wouldn't move. Turns out the tutorial on Discord was made for a character, but in the course we were using a pawn. That's when it clicked. I added the floating pawn movement component, which worked with pawns, and it finally moved. Then I started testing the movement. The ball was going in the wrong direction. I fixed it all through trials and error. Course creator helped me set up the new input system. Took a bit of effort, but I got it running, and it worked. And so did just sticking with it. I learned a lot, especially about casting, and how important it is to avoid it when you can. I, of course, heard that before. Never cast, try to avoid casting, but I never understood how to do it in another way. Now I know. What's next? For now I'm happy. The ball moves and I solved the biggest issue. I know there is still a ton of to do, but it feels good to have really dug into the basics. This was a month of learning and fixing stuff. In the next devlog I'll probably show something more playable, actual levels, plus stars and portals. Subscribe if you want more devlogs like this. Like the video if you enjoy honest, behind-the-scenes looks at the game dev. Share this with someone just starting out with Unreal. Maybe it helped them too. That's about it.